In this movie, we're going to talk about different ways, different methods of selecting ranges, regions of your worksheet, beginning with Ctrl+A, and then we're going to click and drag to select an area. We can press the Shift key and click and select an area. We can press F8 to get Excel into the extend mode, and we can couple that or combine that with the Control key and the arrow keys, and we can combine it with the name box to select a huge region of the spreadsheet within a couple of seconds. So I've got a spreadsheet with some data. It's the CPI data, the Consumer Price Index data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics that shows, unfortunately, the degradation in our purchasing power in the last decade from 2002 to 2012. This also drives the value of some of your assets up, though. But be that as it may, we just need some content on the worksheet to do some selecting here. Beginning with Ctrl+A. If I select a cell in that region that contains the data, I can select the entire region by pressing Ctrl+A. Once I've done that, I can press Ctrl+A again and select the entire worksheet. And alternatively, I know we're talking about selecting ranges, but the worksheet is a range, in effect. It's a large range, but if I have one cell selected that doesn't contain any data, I can press Ctrl+A and select the entire worksheet that way. And while we're at it, we can also select the entire worksheet by clicking that icon in the upper left-hand corner. So that's Ctrl+A. We can also click and drag to select an area. Left click and hold down the mouse button and drag, and you select a region. You can drag right, you can drag left, you can drag up. So that's a quick way to sort of lasso an area, a region. We can shift and click. We can pick a cell, hold the Shift key down, which anchors that cell, C13. And when I click somewhere, I'm going to define the other corner of that region, whether it's upper right, upper left, or lower right. That's similar to getting Excel into the extend mode by pressing F8, which works as a toggle switch. But when I press F8, I can do the same thing. Upper right, upper left, lower right. So I need to press F8 again to release that anchor cell, D13, so when I click off of it, I won't then create another area. So that's the extend mode. We can also get Excel in the extend mode, F8, and press the Control arrow key to select a contiguous range of data in cells up to the first blank cell. Control down arrow, Control left arrow. And in order to select a region to the left and to the right of the anchored cell, which is E13, I can't press Control right arrow because I'll just end up selecting the region to the right. I'm going to Control left arrow again. What I can do is press Ctrl End, and then I'll select the entire contiguous area that contains content. I'm going to press F8 again to release the anchor in that cell, C13, and I'm going to just pick a cell to start with, B13, and press F8 to get Excel into the extend mode. And if we need to select a region of the spreadsheet that's huge, and you have occasion to do this because sometimes you're dealing with thousands and thousands of lines of data, well, you can select a huge region of the worksheet by getting Excel into the extend mode, which is what we've done, and using the name box to advance Excel to the other corner of the region. I've gone to AB 500,000 by just putting that destination cell in the name box and pressing the Enter key. So that's selecting ranges. We looked at the functionality of Ctrl+A, where we can select a contiguous range that contains data, or the entire spreadsheet. We also looked at the click and drag method, where we can just click and hold down the left mouse button and drag over to select a region. We can press the Shift key and hold it down and click another area of the spreadsheet to frame out a region that we want to select. We can press F8 to get Excel into the extend mode, which anchors that cell to become part of a region where you can then define the rest of the region by clicking another cell. We can get Excel in the extend mode with F8 and using the Control and arrow keys to select a contiguous range of content. And we can use the F8 key, the extend mode, and the name box to select in a few seconds a huge area, region of the worksheet.